Hello again, writers and readers. Author and Decisive here. I'm here right now to tell you a little bit about what's been going on. I've been a little absent. One episode of Side Notes since the con, and I haven't even explained what happened. Okay. The reason I haven't posted a video compilation of Otakon is because there wasn't any video footage worth putting out to you guys. I'm not being lazy, I'm not being like, oh, I'm not going to do that because I don't wanna. I didn't think that it was good enough quality for you guys. Let me explain what happened. Okay, so, that weekend, that Saturday, we were planning on going. Move that out of my way. We went, it was around noon, around 1 o'clock, and I was with Mirror, just Mirror and me. We walked around. We wanted to go see Vic Mignogna. Now, if you don't know who Vic Mignogna is a voice actor. He's done a lot of stuff like Full Metal Alchemist. He's done some things in some animes like Side Bits. He's been in Ouran High School Host Club. A lot of different anime. Very famous guy. He's up there with the well-known names. And Mirror really wanted to go see him. So what we ended up doing was we were walking around for maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes, looking at all the amazing cosplay, and I was wearing this. Let me tell you about how hot it was in the building with this on. I had black pants, I had this jacket, these. I put these down, I couldn't even see them. See through them. It was terrible. So I'm walking around, I'm sweating, I'm trying to take this off. It's just awful. It's just hot. I'm trying to push through because, recognition, maybe. Nobody came up to me and said anything because I don't think anybody who's on the channel was there. Who knows. Anyway, so we're walking around. It gets close, half an hour to the Q&A that Mirror wanted to go to. We're like, okay, we're booking to it. We're looking through the map and everything. We get to it. Hey, is this where the Q&A is at? Sure. Okay, cool. We go in, sit down. And then we're waiting around, and there's a panel with microphones for a few people. That's no big deal. They probably have that set up for something else. We're sitting, waiting. I posted a picture of us waiting, me and Mirror. The picture I took was in the wrong building, in the wrong room. We sit down, we see an elderly Japanese woman walk up and start messing with the microphones. That's odd, but alright. Who knows? She might be working the con. Then there are two screens on either side. You're sitting at the front, panel, projection screen. On both of those, it said, Vintage Japanese Animation Quiz Show. We were in the wrong room. We quickly get up, leave, book it to the other end of the hallway. We get to the door, we're here for the Vic Mignogna Q&A. The security lady says, sorry, it's closed. Perfect. So we're waiting out there, and Mirror looks so upset. And we're waiting, a couple people leave. Security guy comes up, talks to the lady outside, and there are already 3 people at the door waiting. Okay, we have 3 seats left. 2 together and 1 on the other end of the room. The 3 people well, we have to sit together. You guys can go ahead. Perfect. We go in, sit down a little bit after everything started up. We're sitting down, we're watching. His voice is higher than I realized. You don't really think that a voice actor's real voice is similar to his characters, but if you've ever watched something like Full Metal Alchemist, that's his real voice. It's up there. No disrespect to the guy. He's a great voice actor, but okay. So he starts talking about his anime and the different projects that he's doing, which is cool. He's actually a main character in one of my favorite shows, Ruby. I like his character. Crow Bronwyn, really cool guy. I actually got a picture signed, I'll get into that later, with him, and Crow is imposed on the picture. I'll get to that later. So he's answering questions. People were crying. They're talking to him, so happy, so giddy, and some started to cry, and I could just think, I can understand. But on the other hand, I don't think I'd ever be one to cry over meeting somebody. I'd stutter over myself because that's how I am. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah. I'm watching this. Mirror's trying to get her question answered, and I'm raising my hands. I'm like, pick her, pick her. He doesn't answer her question. So we leave, we get up, we go. Turns out that his signing, which Mirror also wanted to go to, was in the Artist Alley on the other side of the building. So we're booking it. We're moving, trying to get to the Artist Alley. We get there. We get to the spot where he's supposed to have his signing. We don't know where he is. We don't see him over there. There are only 2 spaces that were open with lines going on. 1 on the closest end to us, and 5, which is all the way over there. We're standing in line at 1, waiting, because that's what it said on the schedule. We're like, do you know? Like, we're asking the people in front of us, do you know if this is the Vic Mignogna signing line? Like, yeah, that's what we're all waiting for. Like, well, I don't see him, do you? He says, no, it was supposed to start 5 minutes ago. So we're going on to the other end. We're asking security people. We're waiting again in line 1 because they said 5, but I didn't see him in 5. The guy's like, Vic Mignogna's over there. We had to move him. Like, why? The scheduling people did not know how to work their job. They did not know how to do their job, I think. Because they're just like, oh, he's over here, he's over here, he's over here. Making us go back and forth for 5 minutes. I'm sweating in this coat as it is in this building because I exude heat like you wouldn't even know. Exude? Exert. Expel? I'm warm all the time. I don't know. So, we're waiting in the line. There's like this the serpentine area that's like roped off, and then the line is going beyond that. We're waiting. We see a lady from the security go from Vic's stage all the way up to the line. And I hear, very faint because we're pretty far away, okay everyone, the line is capped. From here back, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Mirror and I were in that part of the line that was cut off, and we weren't staying for a second day. Mirror was devastated. So we go up to the stage, trying to talk to the lady. She says, well, you can get something signed for her. The people in this line are usually very nice. Like, alright, fine, but Mirror looks like she's gonna cry. I was so upset. So we're sitting around. Consular actually comes up and we start chatting it up. Him and a couple of his friends were there. We're just talking about how sad it is. Mirror didn't get to go and see the person that she wanted to see that day. It was terrible. She's just standing here, staring up at him for like 40 minutes. And I feel so bad. So finally, this girl comes up and says, hey, do you want my signed picture? She looked like she was about to lose it. She hugged the girl and held the picture to her chest. She says, thank you, puts it in her bag. Then someone else comes up. Says, hey, my brother didn't want anything signed. You want the ticket? Mirror looked like she was about to scream. He takes the ticket, hugs him, runs to the line, and stands waiting to get in. This is when things start getting a little frustrating for me. Now, I was fine waiting with her in front of the stage, even though I kind of wanted to look at the rest of the con, and even that, like, waiting took about an hour. So she's in line, I'm waiting around the area, and I'm walking around, I'm getting a call from the people that got us here. They're like, hey, are you going to be much longer? So only one of them got a ticket in, the other one had to wait in the car. Now they're touring around DC, waiting for us. So I tell them, we're going to be a little bit late. Mirror needed to get in, get everything signed because someone gave her a ticket. So I'm sorry. So I'm still walking around. After 2 hours, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So I go up to Mirror. I say, hey, I'm just going to go to the dealer's room, look around at what they have for sale, okay? She says it's fine. So by the time I actually get there, it's like 5:45. So I'm walking around there, and I finally find what I was looking for. Each dealer's room for any of these cons has a weapons block, like a weapons rack. I was so happy. You have no idea. So I go up, and I start talking to these people. So I had like $300. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Let's get ourselves a sword. So we go up, and I start talking to these people, chatting up, talking about the different parts of the sword. And they had different... okay, so I'm talking to this guy. He's a pretty cool guy. I can't remember his name. I don't think he ever told me his name. He says, okay, I gotta tell you this, okay? There are triangle racks going along down here. Katanas on each side. One of them is $40. 2 is $70. And 3 is $100. I'm like, I want one. He says, yes. But let me explain to you what happens if you're going to buy one. Great, here we go. He says, okay, you purchase the sword, obviously. You have to write down your information, phone number, email address, mailing address. Now, we'll box up the sword, and we'll send it off to another room, and give you a time slip. You have to be to this room on the time slip by this time, or else you're not going to be able to get it until the next day. Like, okay, I can probably handle that. What time do you guys usually have pickup? Around 8 o'clock. It was 5:45 at the time that I got there. My ride was not going to wait until 8 freaking o'clock for us to get done. I'm like, I'll debate on it. I'm walking around, talking to a few more people, and I just hear in the background, dealer's room is closing in 5 minutes. Check my phone. It was 5:55. Okay. I'm looking around some more. I'm heading towards the escalator. We're up there, going up. Still waiting for Mirror. I get back to the thing. Mirror is still waiting. Barely moved at all in the half hour I was there. I'm like, this is just perfect. So I start walking around Artist Alley. I start walking around the different places. There's not a lot of stuff I would buy there. Mostly just fan art for other shows. Not a lot of big name artists in Artist Alley. Not a lot of big name brands in the dealer's room either. I'm not going to complain about that. So, walking around and waiting, I go up to sit against the wall, and I'm just bored out of my mind. Waiting, I nod off for a little bit. My phone is at like 15% at this point. So, finally, Mirror gets there. And I'm waiting for her, and she looks like she's about to lose her mind. She took a picture. If you go to her channel and you ask to see the picture, I'm sure she'll want to edit it in. Although she has been having some issues with her computer, so I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're getting ready to go. She finally got her stuff, gave him a big hug. She had a great time, and we left. Waiting around for a few more minutes for my ride. On the way back, that was the interesting thing. On the way back, it started to rain really hard. If you're in like the DC, Maryland area, then you'll be able to see, like you'll know what I was talking about. It was just coming down. We were going through this tiny little path next to the slope, and it was just coming down. Water was coming down the slope like crazy, like a dam broke or something. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. So I wasn't too upset that things didn't go my way. I'm the kind of person who'd be like, if Mirror's happy, I'm happy. However, I'll have a chance to make this up because of what's coming up. Let me tell you. So, with the issues with Otakon, I really wanted to make this up. So I am teaming up with comicbooked.com. I know one of the guys that runs the site. A guy from Comic Booked is going to allow me to sell things at their booth in Hagerstown, Maryland for the Hagerstown Comic-Con. Small scale, I know, but I've been working really hard on this product. Let me tell you, I was sitting down thinking, what could I make that's simple, easy to use, easy to make, and simple to sell that's not going to get anybody in any kind of trouble. I am author indecisive. I travel around dimensions. Well, can I make trinkets from everything, from the different places that I've been? No. That would be very difficult. I don't know how to make those kinds of things. Swords? I love weapons. No, I don't have the materials, and it's extremely difficult to sell that kind of stuff in cons. So, I am making wands. I found out that I'm really good at making different kinds of wands. I have a couple with me right here. I have 2 sizes right now. This is one of them. This is a normal, this is like a medium-sized wand. A nice little small wand. You can see that the differences between the lengths here. Makeup video. Yeah. And I also am making one that's a little bit larger. This is the material that I'm going to use for that. And I have several different kinds. I also have wands. I'm not going to go off screen and grab them, but here's a reference here, what I'm going to be making with those. These are a little bit more natural. I have like all the materials to make them nice and professional. I'm currently working on that. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you're going to be in the Hagerstown area for the con, I'll be selling the wands under the banner of comicbooked.com. Talk to them about the stuff that they do, and check out their site, and check out what I have for sale. Hopefully I'll have enough to be able to sell to you guys. I'll try to make them look as professional as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of time right now, but hopefully I'll see you again soon. I will definitely try to do a little bit more of an expo on the wands. Try and give you a little bit more of an example of what I'm doing with those. Let's see. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment your bad convention experiences. Cosplaying? What happened? You doing something else? What happened? Let me know. Follow me on Twitter at authorindecisive. Have a great day. Don't forget to save and heal. Bye.